Born on July 20th, 1939 in Chicago, Illinois, Judy Chicago's art has been frequently exhibited in the United States as well as in Canada, Europe, Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. In the early 70s, Judy Chicago pioneered feminist art and art education through a unique program for women at California State University. 5 decades of fame, Judy Chicago has claimed her success as an artist, author, feminist, and educator. She's known for her iconic feminist imagery in The Dinner Party. The Dinner Party is permanently housed at the Brooklyn Museum as a centerpiece of the Elizabeth A. Sackler Center of Feminist Art. The Dinner Party is a triangular dining table set up with 39 symbolic place settings representing influential female figures in America. Each side has 13 place settings equipped with hand-sculpted silverware, goblets, and an elaborately decorated plate individually made for each person's accomplishments, all set on an elegant white tablecloth with the person's name hand-sewn. At this time, embroidery was a traditional art form. The entire piece is represented on an immense porcelain floor comprised of 2,304 hand-cast and gilded tiles on which are inscribed the names of 999 other important women. With the help of other women artists, the project took a total of 5 years to be completed.
Let's take a look at some of the famous women Chicago celebrated in her installation. St. Bridget, also known as Mary of the Irish, was known for her compassion and care for the poor. Bridget's father wanted her to get married, but Bridget had already given herself to God, so she prayed for herself to be less attractive. When her prayers were granted and no one wanted to marry her, she was given the permission to become a nun. She started Ireland's first convent and then became beautiful again. Virginia Woolf wrote numerous novels, essays, and short stories. She is considered one of the greatest innovators in the English language. In her work, she experimented with the stream of consciousness and the underlying psychological as well as the emotional motives of character. The imagery used in Woolf's play includes seamed forms in the center, harkens back into a powerful fertility imagery of the goddess.
Emily Dickinson was born on December 10, 1830 in the town of Amherst, Massachusetts. She's known for her powerful poetry about immortality and death. She had an unusual life of self-imposed social seclusion. As a young child, Emily proved to be a bright, intelligent student.
In response to Emily's father's strictness and total control of the household while growing up, she tried to be perfect for her father, but at the same time was extremely independently minded. She defied the 19th century expectation that women were to be demure and obedient to men. Emily Dickinson's place setting represents the striking contrast between her introverted nature and the dynamic mind revealed through her poetry.
Ethel Smith was a 20th century British composer and a champion of women's rights and female musicians. During her lifetime, she composed symphonies, choral works, and operas. She's well known for the March of Women and anthem for the women's suffrage movement. In 1922, she was named a Dame of the British Empire. Smith's place setting for the Dinner Party represents her role as both a musician and activist of women's rights. The plate is created as a grand piano complete with a raised lid, painted keys, and a stand with notations for one of Ethel's famous operas. The Dinner Party is extremely controversial but powerful in the statement it represents for women's rights.
Judy Chicago created a piece that celebrated the achievements of women in history.
If you're interested in finding out more about the Dinner Party and all the special women included, visit the Brooklyn Museum. Thank you.